Darkcast Network. Indie pods with a dark side.
You are listening to Castles and Cryptids, where the castles are haunted and the cryptids are cryptic as fuck. And I'm your host, Alana.
And I'm Kelsey.
And we're back.
Yeah.
Slightly unhinged, but better than ever.
Yes.
Oh, God. Anyway.
What hasn't happened since last time? I don't know. Just like
nothing terrible.
Back to no. My second week back to work. I need another vacation already.
We're all terribly tired. That is true.
Yeah, like my God.
Tired of
I think
issues.
I was on my vacation. Yes, for sure. My brother told me when I was on vacation, he had seen something that said for you to actually like recover from being like burnt out or exhaustion from like a job or anything, you basically need like at least 6 weeks away. Apparently they've done like some sort of study on it and they figured out that it takes like 6 weeks. And I was like, oh my God. I took 2.
Work through post-trauma.
Yeah, it takes like that long.
It's cumulative. You don't get enough sleep for the week, and then like on the weekends my body's like, well, you're gonna sleep in until like 10:30 or something.
And you no matter what they say, you can't actually ever catch up. Like once you're like done, you can't like make up sleep. So
but you can get apps that tell you that like you slept okay and you walked a bit and now you're gonna live a little bit longer. And I was like, that one's kind of positive. Not like you lost a little bit of years off your life, which is usually the way we seem to be focusing on it. I'll never get those 2 hours back. Everyone, like after every bad movie or whatever. Everyone.
That's why you just start playing on your phone. You don't have to like. That's what I do. We'll start just like, just let it keep playing in the background. I'm like, not like super interested in this. And then it's like, okay, I watched it. Like I have a vague enough recollection of it. It's like, okay.
Yes. I'm trying to find the one that, that quote unquote pays you to play on your phone. There's so many that'll be like, yeah. And then you're like, here's 20 cents. You're like, okay. Well, that's not worth the time. I'm like, I'm on my phone, but like not that much playing these things, right? It's like,
yeah.
There's some out there, some apps.
Yeah, there's a YouTuber I watch that one of her ads that she does is one of those apps where it's like playing the games and stuff. I'm like,
play to pay.
I don't know. I can't, like, I don't know. I'm not a video game person anymore, and like, a lot of those games I've tried in the past, and like just in general, I never found one that really stuck with me that was interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
So, nothing more than like maybe a month or so that it's like fun, and then it's like whatever.
Yeah. I can get into a good like game sometimes, but it's just more convenient on your phone, I guess. And you're like, I'm logging online. I don't know. What was I gonna say? Yeah, they're weird. But anyway, none of them sponsor us yet, so get at us, June's Journey. No.
Yeah, that's one of the like gem matching games. I
have heard it advertised on a few podcasts. Yeah,
it's
interesting.
Yeah, I think I think Bailey Sarian used to do ads for them.
Nice. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I'm sure I could wrestle something up. You guys know I talk about things I like. For free!
Yeah.
Yeah.
For free! The free advertising.
I know,
for
they're like,
how
you're
many
just
movies,
giving it
TV
away.
shows and books. We should be sponsored by fucking Outlander.
They can't be giving this stuff away. No, but legit, I have heard ads, post-read ads by Em and Christine of And That's Why We Drink, and they were doing them for Reddit. I was like, what an odd partnership. I have never heard Reddit have to like advertise for themselves. And it was so interesting. And because like, and not like they've talked about them a lot, but they had maybe like mentioned like, because like you're a podcaster and you have your podcast has a subreddit, like you're gonna know about it. Amanda from Wine and Crime, she goes onto theirs and comments as Blue Manatee or whatever her username is. So
yeah, I mean, I think most people know of Reddit, whether they go on it or not.
Yeah, it was so weird. It was like hearing an ad for like McDonald's.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah, be like, this is an ad for Google. You can use Google to search things sometimes. Google,
right?
Like what?
Google.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow. Yeah, that would be weird.
It was weird. Anyway, no more free ads. Well, you know when we get legit ads, guys. Someday. Like us on Spotify.
Rate, review, subscribe.
Yeah. And go to our Squarespace now, in case we get rid of it.
Yeah.
But it's lovely. Kelsey puts work in, puts up pictures when I'm too lazy to put up pictures anywhere else.
Yeah, there's pictures for, if there's pictures basically available, had pictures for every one of our cases of every single episode for the most part. So
yeah,
it's all in there.
To describe stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, today we're back to talk about cursed podcasters.
Yeah. Our technology is cursed.
Cursed
we're
people.
Haunted by
I would like to know if anyone's ever felt haunted after listening to our show. Those type of things when people write in.
Oh yeah. That
is always interesting. They're like, you guys were talking about that haunted doll and I got sick. And I'm not going to name any names because, you know, even some things you're not supposed to talk about, like say the names out loud too much, you know. It's wild.
Bloody Mary. No.
Yeah. Beetlejuice. Yeah. Oh, man. Well, anyway, we better kick it off here before we too far down tangent road or
can talk about
I don't know
anything and everything under the sun until 2 a.m. Hi, baby boy.
Yes, that may become a Patreon segment. Who knows? If anyone at all is interested.
Just a list. Somebody start compiling a list of every movie and TV show we've ever talked about.
A list? Oh, yeah. Oh. And we need an episode guide. Okay, nope. But we'll love you forever.
Okay.
Back on track.
I decided to do, like, I was looking up cursed books, I guess, and I found a lot of just books that were, I guess, banned by, like, libraries and stuff, and I was like, oh, I don't want to get into that whole, like,
debate? Question mark.
Yeah, like I get it if it's, like, a library that, like, children have access to, that, like, mature content books at a certain level shouldn't be, like, available, but anything above that, I don't think you guys should be, like, fucking censoring what people can have access to.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or going back and rewriting a historical romance so it's less rapey. It's really, people have done that. Anyway, that's why we're not going to wade into all that. I like cursed books, though.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
So
I like cursed
I did
media.
run across yeah, I ran across two manuscripts, I guess.
Oh.
So like pre-books, you know. Like
What makes a manuscript a manuscript? Yeah, I don't know.
it's like I actually don't know.
Yeah, me
It
neither.
would be like the first copy, the first draft, not like the
Sounds
first
like
edition
nonfiction.
kind
Yeah,
of thing.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. So the first one is called The Orphan's Story, and
Oh,
it came up on quite a few of the lists when I was looking up like cursed ones. I was like,
I never
oh,
heard
that's
of
kind
it.
of interesting. I hadn't either. Uh, so it's both of mine are actually really old, which is kind of cool.
Ooh.
This so the
That is
orphan
cool.
story was originally written maybe starting in 1608 until
Oh, wow.
1615. It's like 400 years ago, by a Spanish August Augustinian. I'm so bad.
Mm.
No, so many things I have to
Augustinian?
pronounce. Probably. Like I don't even know what that means.
Monk
It's
dude?
a traveler.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
basically, he's a
Okay.
friar.
Ah, yes. Friar Tuck.
Yes. Yeah. uh, yeah. So he was a traveler named Martin de Leon Cardenas, and
Damn.
he was a friar. He was born near Malaga, I want to say. I could have looked up the pronunciation. I'm sorry.
Spain?
Um,
Malaga?
Probably. Uh,
Hmm.
and he was born in 1584.
Wow.
And
He's
I'm sure
old.
there's more you can find out about him, but most of the stuff just kind of gave that amount of information. But
Yeah.
the manuscript got this whole like curse thing attached to it because multiple people, since the manuscript was first kind of written, have tried to either print or publish the manuscript like properly, and they've either fallen ill or died before their attempts could be completed or finished,
Oh, damn.
which is a little
So,
strange. Yeah.
right. So if anyone at all tries to recreate
Yeah.
it by like on a printing press or well, did they have well, those go back pretty far. So whatever. Yeah, that's interesting though.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't want to be replicated.
Yeah, we'll get into it. There's like a couple little things. So the original like copy that they have or first draft, it's 328 pages long, and obviously because of its age, like the paper has turned kind of like yellow and worn, and there's even a few pages that were missing.
Oh no.
Yeah, and it's handwritten in like that decorative like style they called it, so like it just looks nice.
Yeah,
uh
it's very delicate.
yeah. This like decorative style they said was common in the golden or imperial age,
Oh.
and yeah,
Excuse me.
the this was from one of the websites. Oh shoot, I think I meant to put the website. Hold on. Is that the
Please stand by. My phone is on Saturday.
Oh yeah, this is from the Guardian, I believe.
Oh, they didn't want you to pay
So
past their paywall. Stupid Guardian.
it didn't ask me to, so I was like, quick, copy paste. Give me all the info.
Yeah.
Don't make me revisit this webpage and use
Guardian
up all my free
indeed.
articles.
Yeah, the guardian of all
Yeah.
the information.
So the orphan's story as like what's written, follows the progress of this 14-year-old Spaniard who leaves Granada and heads to the Americas to seek his fortune. Yeah.
I went to Camp Granada, just like the song. Sorry.
He goes around different areas of the Spanish Empire, visiting, like, it says, high society fiestas of Lima, to like these slave-filled mines of Potosi.
Slave?
And then he goes on. Yeah, like it's
Lord of the Rings. Mine slaves. No. Oh, crazy.
Yeah. And he goes on to witness Sir Francis Drake's attack on Puerto Rico. So it's like, I don't know necessarily if this is supposed to be like historical fiction or if it is more like nonfiction or a combination of the two.
Right.
Nothing ever really quite said. Yeah.
It's like Arthur legends. You're like, well, no, there.
Yeah.
Maybe not so much, but yeah. Okay.
Like I think I did see something saying that the friar like had visited multiple places and like traveled quite a bit himself, so like it is possible that like he did see these places, but I just didn't see anything that like explicitly said that, or maybe I just wasn't like understanding the things. Okay. But apparently there's like a few different, what it said was like romantic escapades, throw in an odd shipwreck and a run-in with pirates.
Escapades. Oops.
Yeah. The That's soldier fun. Turned missionary finally manages to embrace like a more calm, monastic, I don't know.
Yeah.
Life in the capital of Peru. So like changes around. Yeah. So that's kind of like the story. Which I guess the story itself, there's like, just because it was written so long ago, like the opinion of like the author and like the character and that kind of stuff obviously was like of the time, so there is like a bit of controversy on like the subject matter and like some of the language used and all that kind of stuff,
sure,
which I have a bit on, but yeah,
take it with a grain of salt, as they say. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some doesn't mean things aren't worth reading,
yeah,
for like the point of like acknowledging the past, right?
Yeah, that's all we have to go on is other people's accounts of it.
Yeah.
History's crazy like that.
So the manuscript itself was first set to be published around 1621 under the pen name of Andre de Leon, but it never made it to the press. Couple things said due to like the political climate at the time in Sicily. Other things said that the author later went on to be like a minor political figure and like didn't want to be associated with like the subject matter of the manuscript or something. That's a little weird. I'm not a political again major, so
yeah, like, goes to run for office and it's like immediately wants to delete all his tweets. But he can't.
Yeah, something like that. As a result of this like failing publication in 1621, it was held in the Hispanic Society of America until around 1965. So quite a long time.
That's cool.
Yeah. Then around this time, there's this woman, Belinda Palaqua, I want to say. She's a Spanish academic who, quote unquote, like rediscovers it. But just like runs across it and through like reading it and like wanting to work on it, she starts hearing all these stories and like rumors about this supposed malevolent energy or curse that may reside within its pages, which is said to cause anyone who works on it to die. So
Great.
yeah. Most of what we have about like these deaths is what she talked about in that Guardian article, so it's kind of like secondhand accounts from what people told her. And then what she talked about in this article. Yeah, so she spent like 2 years editing the book, because again it was like handwritten, so like rewriting it, and then it had 2 pages that were missing, so I think she like kind of filled that in once she had a better understanding of it. But she said it was a good study into like the look of what kind of like royalty of Peru was like from the inside, as well as the exchange of people and goods between Europe and America, because it did talk about like use of like indigenous slaves and stuff in the mines and how they were treated, and then it had like different parts about like royalty and everything. So I guess when she first started working on it, people were like warning her that the book was cursed, and people who start working on it die. And she said that they told her, as far as I could tell, there's at least 3 deaths that they kind of attribute it to, but maybe there's 5. Like the quotes in the articles were not very great, because it was a little confusing.
Yeah, it's like the myth and the legend. It's like Jack the Ripper. You'd think he'd killed a bunch of people, but when you come down to it, it's no more than a handful either that they can actually attribute. But
I think part of it is because there's only like because there's only like a few names that get mentioned, so like it's hard to tell. But she was told that like one died from a strange disease, another one in a car accident, and another from something else. That's literally so at least those 3 deaths. But
Strange Disease was a great Prozac song. Just saying. Anyway, carry on.
But she was working with other professors at the time to like edit the book. And one of those was Raquel Chang Rodriguez, who specialized in colonial letters from the Andean regions and Mexico. And she told her about, or in a letter, I guess, how 2 men, one named Antonio Rodriguez Juanino and William C. Bryant, had both died before finishing their editions of the book.
One name was very Hispanic, the other was very white.
Yeah, William C. Bryant. Yeah,
I was like, whoa, okay. Sorry.
So that's why I said like between 3 and 5 deaths, because I don't know if this like Antonio and this William are included in those 3 deaths, like the one disease, one car accident, one of something else. I don't know if they're included in that. So that's why I said like maybe 3 to 5 deaths, because we don't have any more details than literally what I just said. So
long time ago. Yeah. No, I feel you there. Mine has a similar lack of sources due to it being really old. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Mystery.
But I guess they had been working on their own editions of the book, and they died before they could finish it. So that really like made people believe it was cursed or like bewitched, that like you can't work on it or try and publish it.
People were obsessed
with
witches.
I guess they finally were actually like successful publishing it. It sounds like I don't know what happened with like the copy of the book that she was working on, because it sounds like it was published by somebody else and not her. It
Oh,
was
maybe it was
ended
a
up
pen
being,
name though, like because or a nom de plume because you can't publish things as a woman all those early days as easily.
oh,
I don't
this
know.
is like recent.
Oh,
This
oh, the
is,
recent.
yeah,
Oh, the recent public. Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because she's only been working on it since 1965.
Researching. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I must have
Yeah.
gapped out there.
So yeah, it was recently published by Jose Antonio de Castro Foundation, um, which I guess works directly to safeguard Spain's literary heritage, which I think
Okay.
is cool.
Yeah, that is neat.
Yeah. And this like new age print, they called it, is bound as like a more modern book. And I guess it still features some of the artwork that was from the original manuscript on the front of it, which is nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, here's where it says. She said the book is a blend of like some fiction, some autobiography, and some historical documents. Yeah, and the author used a letter from one of the generals who fought that Drake guy who invaded Puerto Rico. And that this letter details like contemporary portraits of the author's world. I don't know, more like historical, literary. Whatever.
Yeah, also I just loved you calling him that Drake guy. Just like
Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I just like I'm not a history person. It's like one of the least interesting subjects I can think of in the fucking world. So I'm like, oh. Always is like
depends for me. There's like I don't know.
like,
I've grown into some period pieces as I've grown older, but I've always had some fascination for some time frames. But like, yeah, I don't remember what Sir fucking Francis Drake is famous for. I just think it's funny you called him like that Drake guy. Like, wait, you mean the one from Toronto, or and also because someone earlier in historical romance I was reading was like, yeah, we had to keep old Boney down, talking about Napoleon. You're like, because of course they had fucking nicknames for everybody. Like, you got to, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's how we deal with things.
Yeah, so I guess this letter helps give like a good view for people of like what that conquest was like. Yeah, and then I don't love this quote.
Yeah, she's
this is
anyway.
how I said like maybe it's good to like read stuff as it was at the times and stuff, but yeah, this quote is like weird.
Gosh. No, I totally agree.
Yeah. She said people always go on about the big evil Spaniards coming and what they did to the indigenous people, but when you read this, you see that there was a spirit of adventure that drove people. And it wasn't, let's go over there and crush the Indians and rob them. It was more like a big business in which adventure and discovery played a part. Which I don't really love that description of, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I can see your point, but I also have heard of something, and I can't remember exactly, but there was a term for like painting Spanish people in history with a black sort of brush in the saying it's of something like that, and it's like the way that like you'll hear the pandemic from like 1918 referred to as like the Spanish flu and stuff, and like we still kind of do things like that where we're like we probably shouldn't call it that anymore, you know what I mean? It's just like I'm like, okay, I can kind of see both sides, but
it's like at the same time, I don't know. Yeah, like you still went in and like terrorized people, no matter who was doing it, right? It's like some of the stuff that happened here in Canada,
bad.
like British and everything. It's like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
but like, doesn't mean your sense of adventure and wonder didn't kill people.
Yeah, because they said it was an untamed
Yeah.
land, and it's more like, no, the people were living in harmony with the land, and then you came here and displaced them, or worse.
I just thought it was like,
genocide.
I don't know, I just thought it was like a weird, like, acknowledging it, but then being like, but don't focus on that part, focus on the adventure. And it's like, okay, but like,
yeah,
I just thought it was like a little weird. Yeah, but I guess it also has like details about some of like the slave labor that would have um kind of been like the backbone of different celebrations and like the empire itself. One of the parts of the manuscript has like the orphan character who goes and like is greeted with the sight of like 800 indigenous workers who were it said toiling in this hot humid place that was full of danger, risk,
Mordor.
and like a lot of hazards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they even described like this mine that they were being forced to work in as like hell, and
great.
everything. Yeah. So like it's good if like those details are accurate and everything. I mean, like just like learning more about like what life was like, even the bad parts of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there was I think it said like the author, the Martin de Leon guy. Yeah, this was like what she said in the article was saying that he recognized that the indigenous people were being mistreated and exploited and that life was hard for them. But what Martin de Leon is criticizing, like in the manuscript, isn't the fact that the indigenous people are being exploited so white people don't have to do the work, which would be like a more modern take, I guess. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
She said that he's criticizing the fact that the indigenous population is being exploited to the point of their own disappearance. And that treatment of indigenous people was, for him, a short-sighted act of Spanish self-sabotage. Which I think is like a crazy also thing to say, but okay. Like, you're criticizing not how they were treated, but that it was too vast and that they were all dying instead of just some of them. Damn, man, like crazy shit.
No, I can't even. I don't think my reading comprehension is up to that right now. You're making me think we were just watching some like Letterkenny, and then they were having a weird debate waiting for the fight to start because they had to lure the degens in that they wanted to fight, but then they were like, well, if we use the gays to bring him, is that homophobics? And you're like, just like, wait, what is happening? What are we debating? And I'm just like, I'm so confused. I just throw up my hands right now. I'm lost. I'm sorry.
Yeah. There isn't really much more about it. I thought there would be like more about like the actual, every time you look it up, it like talks about it being cursed, and then there isn't a lot of details about the actual curse, which was kind of disappointing. But apparently it was like a whole thing that like everybody was working on, and all these things just kept falling apart about it. But
like the curse of Oak Island,
she said,
you're like, there's a lot about the history of them searching for stuff, but like not a lot on who put the curse, like what, where did that come from? Or is it just a rumor or what?
She did say like the manuscript is a good window into the past, to catch like specific moments in time. and that editing the book and correcting the proofs was like she described as being really painstaking but never dull. But yeah, like I said, it didn't seem like she was the one who published it at the end, or maybe she was part of the group and that's the group like published it under that foundation. I'm not really sure. But that's that one. That's the orphan story. Which
Okay.
yeah. And then
got nothing.
the other one. Yeah.
Literally nothing in my glass either. One sec while you're pulling your next one up. Walking to work uphill both ways. You know, it's rough out there. Oh, you didn't hear about my gas struggles. You know, I'll tell you later. Sorry. I felt like an old woman going downstairs.
Cat hair everywhere.
Oh, but I tell you, it gets right on your food sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And mine can't even jump on the table, but somehow his hair floats down from my clothing.
Yeah. So true. It's like stuck to my glasses and it's like brushing my face.
I hate it when one gets in your eyelashes.
So. Yeah. Okay, so this other manuscript may be more familiar to most people. It is the Voynich Manuscript.
Yeah, which we're like pretty 99% sure we haven't done, but have maybe mentioned.
Yeah, I tried checking with Alana because I was like, for some reason it sounded so familiar, and then I looked through all like my curse notes and all my paranormal notes, and I couldn't find anything. And then so we might have
it comes up on like ancient
anywhere.
aliens and stuff like that too.
Probably because
it's cool though. I think that's why.
Yeah, I like a good like cipher code. I find those interesting
because it's cryptic. Hell yeah. Yep.
So the Voynich manuscript was acquired in 1912 by this London book dealer. He was a rare book dealer. His name's Dr. Wilfred M. Voynich.
Oh, right. And that's why we call it that.
Yeah, because I guess the manuscript like didn't have a recognized name really before that.
So
which
mysterious.
I mean, damn. Have something named after yourself, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, like when you discover a new species. You're like, it's the Kelsey beetle.
So this like ancient manuscript has fascinated people for more than a century. And Voynich had bought it from a Jesuit college that was near Rome. And he had it for like 9? Yeah, this would be about 9 years when in 1921 he took it on like this little tour of the United States. And
hype tour.
as you had to do. I mean, there was some newspapers and stuff, but like no TV, there's nothing like
word of
that.
mouth.
So like
and like how much do you think you paid for it? Probably got it for a steal. It was probably nothing. They're like,
I don't actually know. I have like
Yeah.
I think I have what it costs at like one of the other purchases, but that was like a lot, like hundreds of years before that. Uh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. And then in today's dollars, that's always a guessing game,
No,
literally.
10 million. I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he was like took it to this a tour of the US claiming that it would startle the scientific world and that when the time
Ooh.
comes he'll
Oh.
prove to the world that the black magic of the Middle Ages consisted in discoveries far in advance of the 20th century science. It's like, it will
Okay.
amaze you. So,
I love it when people prep
like,
you by being like, "This is gonna shock you." You're like, "Great. Well, now you've set the
yeah,
bar high."
you better sit down.
Why don't you let me react first?
Yeah.
Yeah, I try not to do that. That's funny.
It appears as a typical, like, medieval book, typically produced by, like, alchemists in the 14th and 15th centuries. Um,
Ooh.
yeah, so ones where people would, like, document, um, like, different plants and herbs and stars and planets. They even started doing, like, biology ones, when there was, like, more medical practice.
Okay.
So that's kind of what's in the Voynich manuscript. Yeah, it has like some plants, herbs, stars, planets. I guess even like little, they called them racy, like little doodles of like nude women bathing, I guess, just like in margins.
Oh, you
I
don't
was
hear
like,
about that
oh.
too often.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
they,
just like doodles when you're bored.
they didn't show that on the History Channel. Yeah. It's like
Maybe not. I don't know.
um yeah, the alchemical drawings, those are always really cool. It's like
Yeah.
a bunch of different clues and symbols and like, okay.
Yeah.
I like them.
The the Voynich manuscript stands out among the other books written as it's an entirely unknown or indecipherable language that's like written out over its
Right.
200 pages. And it is written in this like sort of alphabetical or alphabetic looking script that people have different theories about whether it's some sort of
Yeah.
like encoded text or it's an invented language or maybe it's just a hoax. Like,
Both. Or like a language, an unknown language, and then it's in a cipher or something that makes it like so hard
maybe
for us to crack
double
because it's like,
double
yeah,
layered.
cryptic section.
I guess at one of the purchases, when it like changed hands, there was a letter that was tucked into it that claimed to say that the author was this Englishman Roger Bacon, who was, um, yeah, it was like Bacon,
Really,
Kevin
six
Bacon.
degrees is a relation of Kevin.
Yeah,
6 degrees of
he was a
separation.
13th century friar, and
Nice.
I guess this was like before Voynich got the manuscript because he called this the Roger Bacon cipher manuscript.
Oh Jesus.
Before it was named after himself, I guess. Because he believed that it had been written. I had to put the sentence. He believed it had been written by Bacon. I was like, oh, that's a weird sentence to read.
Also,
Bacon
it's
wrote
giving
this.
me organization without a cool acronym vibes from
Yeah.
what is that? Phineas and Ferb. Every time I hear an
Oh.
awkward like title or something, I'm like, Alka, organization without a cool acronym. Or no,
Oh.
they were just the one on Letterkenny. They were just doing. They pick it because it spells FU. They pick it so they can yell something that sounds like "fuck you." It's so stupid because it's like
Oh.
FAKU or something. You're like, this is dumb. Anyway,
Like that Britney Spears song, If You See Kami. If you see
yes,
Kami. And you're like,
something that
say
took
that 10 times fast.
yeah. Sometimes those ones take me a really long time, where they like just
Yeah.
whoosh over my head. Weird.
Yeah, so this Bacon guy had a strong association with magic, and also wrote about different secret writing methods at the time. So like he was
Oh,
pretty knowledgeable.
that's
So
cool.
that's why Voynich thought maybe he wrote it along with this letter. This is
Okay.
according to Gary Shaw, who is a science journalist and researched the Voynich manuscript for his book called Cryptic: From Voynich to the Angel Diaries, the
Oh
story
God.
of the world's world's mysterious manuscripts.
When your subtitle is
Blah
three
blah
times as
blah.
long as your main title, why do people
Yeah,
let scientists do
balance that
that?
out.
Your
Yeah,
title's already,
balance.
as Reddit would say, too long, didn't read. You need to summarize it. Oh my God. Anyway.
I guess this Bacon theory, they called it, was later disproven after carbon dating on the calfskin pages of the manuscript revealed that it was done like 200 years after Bacon had lived, so he couldn't have written it.
Okay,
And
yeah.
it placed it at around the early 15th century. And I guess after this, they also did like carbon dating or some testing on the ink that was used, and that also dated the 15th century. So they used this to
Oh,
help them confirm that it wasn't likely to be a sort of like modern forgery that somebody had done on ancient parchment, because that
right.
does happen. People will use like
Yeah.
ancient like
Excuse me.
tools and everything like that,
Mm.
or materials, and then they'll like fake stuff out and be like, "This is the lost scroll of whatever."
Yeah, there's ways to like
Um,
age it up and
yeah,
abuse the paper to appear, like leave it out in the sun, burn it a bit. Yeah.
yeah. So they did test it and
Interesting.
like figure out that it doesn't seem to be like a modern forgery using ancient materials. Uh, yeah. So like over the last 100 years or so, people, especially cryptologists, have attempted to decode the text. We love
Ooh,
we love
cryptologists.
mystery. We love a
That's so
puzzle. I
fun.
don't know.
Yeah, I want to be a
Um,
code breaker. Maybe
yeah.
the whatchamacallit guy or the group of African American women. I know things, but not names. What is the one they made a movie about with Benedict Cumberbatch? You know, the guy.
This guy, Alan Turing, who I'm
Thank
about to mention,
you.
he was one of the people that actually like also tried to work on the Voynich manuscript and decode it.
Oh, was
He was a
he?
World War II code
Oh,
breaker. Yeah. And then certain members of the
cool.
FBI have also worked on it.
Oh, wow. That's some
Yeah.
manpower. That's crazy.
Um, yeah. Many people have become obsessed with the manuscript and their attempts to decipher it. Since 1969, the manuscript itself, like physically, has been housed at the Yale University's uh, Beinecke Rare Book and Manuscript Library. So yeah, it's housed at
Okay.
like Yale. But
Cool
they, I
library.
guess somebody like meticulously scanned all of the pages in like high definition. Uh, and it's viewable online if anybody like wants to. It's
Ooh.
actually on that Rare Book and Manuscript Library's website. You can like click a link and like download all the pages, or you can just like
Oh
view it
my
on there,
God.
which is kind of cool because
Careful,
they do
someone's
have
gonna get hyper
very
focused and go down that. That's not a
yeah.
rabbit hole. That's like a rabbit burin or whatever the fuck they're
Mhm.
called.
Yeah, because they do have access to the actual manuscript, like heavily restricted. So they do have the one viewable, which I thought was actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's not always the case that like you can view stuff like that.
No.
So it's more than like 230 pages, some of which I guess is like can fold out. Like it's bigger pages. It's like a pop-up book. Some
It's
some
got a
pages fold
centerfold.
out. Yeah.
My
Of
angel
these
has a
nude
centerfold.
women bathing.
Oh my god, right! I forgot about the
In
nude
case you need a little
doodles.
break.
The noodles, yes.
The noodles.
Oh my god. Amazing. That's a cool
Yeah,
detail.
there's like they said like there's multi-page composite images, which was I guess a rare feature for the 15th century text. So it's just so unique.
Yeah, really. Like they went to some lengths to preserve that
Yeah.
information, and we just can't quite figure it out. Like, were the aliens going like, who sent this, and was like, they'll understand this, and then we just sent a bunch of shit out to space, like, beep boop bop, here's a human, this is a man. All this just like random info. I don't know.
Yeah, so it's like changed hands a few times. The
Mhm.
first owner was a Holy Roman Emperor, and then yeah, he bought it. He also believed it was a work of Roger Bacon. After that, it passed to this like pharmacist who then sent it to this alchemist who wanted to uncover. This was in like 1639. He wanted to figure out what it said, so he copied the book. Must have like copied it by hand in like 1639. That's crazy. And like
A
sent
bunch
them
of
out to
pictures.
various
Yeah.
people
Oh my gosh.
and was like, help me work on this.
Yeah.
And then
Wow.
yeah, so they were like,
Crowdsourcing.
yeah.
Cool.
And it wasn't unusual at the time for like different alchemists or people to use ciphers, especially like replacement ciphers, or codes in their writing.
Just to keep it hidden.
And yeah, like just make stuff more private. And then yeah, Voynich had it. That's when it's kind of got its name, the Voynich Manuscript. After his death, he left it to his wife Ethel, who then willed it to their friend and assistant Anne Nill, and then Anne Nill sold it to a New York bookseller in 1961, and he gave it to that Yale library about 8 years later, where it's been ever since. So for like 80, or not 80, like 60 years it's been there.
We just like
Damn.
donated it.
Yeah, basically.
Wow. How
And I guess
generous.
since that time, the manuscript has only left that library at Yale once for an exhibition that was titled Decoding the Renaissance 500 Years of Codes and Ciphers, which was at
Fun.
the Folger Shakespeare Library in 2014 to 2015.
That's an amazing segue, by which I mean segue. That's an in-joke from it. That's
A segue.
That's how it's spelled.
Is that like, I want to look it up because there's like,
wait, what you're looking at?
The library.
Oh, yes. No, the Shakespeare thing. That's gonna lead us right into our next topic. Damn it, what was I saying about what you just said? Something about I'd been to the library. Oh no.
Ooh, it looks pretty. I think I've seen this library in movies. It's green carpeting. It's green carpeting, looks familiar.
Where is it?
It's the Folger Shakespeare Library.
Folgers. Best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
It is in Capitol Hill, Washington. Okay. I was just looking at
wow, yeah,
Google
okay.
Images. I was like, it looks cool.
Oh yeah, it was probably in the National Treasure movie.
Almost. So there's
oh yeah, because
yeah,
you said,
because of
oh
the
yeah, sorry.
manuscripts like fragile nature, obviously it doesn't leave, and they do get a large number of research requests and people wanting to look at it. So they have access to the original manuscript restricted, and that's why they have like the digital copies in their library, and their image viewer allows you to like zoom in on each page, because there was all these like theories that the key to like unlocking the code of it was the fact that each like letter or character had like the actual words written around the like the border of that character, so you had to like zoom in and like
Find the
read
clue.
each character.
Yeah.
But apparently that got disproven, because that wouldn't, like how small the characters are, it wouldn't have been possible for somebody to see that tiny to like write like that. Yeah. So that's part of the
Interesting
reason there was all
theory.
these yeah,
Yeah.
like high definition images that would allow you to zoom in, because that was one of the theories, that like you had to zoom into each character like crazy
Or what if you had to
and
do
trying to read.
something like you had to do with some coded or hidden messages where it's like it's invisible on the paper until you do something to the paper. Like I feel
Yeah.
like, yeah, you have to like dip it in something or whatever. And you're like, you hold up to the candle. You're like, oh no, actually, there's some like light pencil markings on the back here, or something that shows up in
Yeah.
vinegar. I don't know.
There's like yeah, there's something with lemon juice
Oh,
that
lemon
people
juice.
love
Maybe
to
that's it.
do.
Lemon
Yeah.
juice. Yeah. Oh no, I
Um
think what I was when you mentioned that it was in like a museum, like in a cipher sort of exhibit. That's what made me think of. We went to the cool exhibit all about the cultures and
oh
death
yeah.
at the museum, and then
Yeah.
it was just kind of funny because as it so happened, like some of the stuff we got from they had those lovely um, postcards and stuff in the gift shop. Like I liked the kind of designs they used for the marketing or whatever. But then it's like
Yeah.
it's also just a card that has like a black sort of almost Native American design, like crow, stylized crow, and then it just says like death. And then I'm like, oh, I'll just put this postcard in with my mom's birthday card. Happy birthday, death.
Death upon you.
How old are you turning again, Mom? It's just like by the time this comes out, she'll have gotten it. But yeah, there's a gift card in there too.
Funny. Nice. No context. Just
Yeah.
no. I'm sure it says on the back that it was
Yeah.
from the museum.
Oh yeah,
She'll figure it out.
I think I wrote in the note, but yeah, it was
Nice.
interesting. So
yeah, so like the theories, there obviously
man.
there's some sort of like code.
Yeah.
If it is some sort of cipher or code, it's been described as one of the most complex one to have ever existed in ancient or even modern times. Like it's apparently very
Wow.
sophisticated for the fact that like nobody ever's been able to break it, and apparently certain people were trying back even in the 1600s,
It's the freaking
like late 1600s, to try and decode it already.
yeah, like the OG Zodiac killer or something.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to follow any sort of like simple substitution code where like this character is like this letter. Like it doesn't follow that. And scholars can't even actually agree on how many letters or symbols or characters that this writing seems to rely on, with them ranging or identifying anywhere from like 34 to 70. So like they can't even agree on
That's
like how many
wild.
letters in its alphabet. Like
And all that stuff to
yeah.
me, it is literal. It's like it's all Greek to me. Like my mom can do those cryptogram things we used to get in the actual like newspaper, where it'd be like a
Oh,
like Wheel of Fortune, except instead of blanks, it's all these random letters, and you just have to kind of be like, well, if this one's one by itself, then it's probably an I or an A, because those are the kind of
Yeah.
one letter words. And I'm just like, but how do you figure it out from there? Like, what? Always like blew my mind. My brain can't handle it. Can't do
I used
Sudoku.
to
Can't do it.
my dad had a big book of like riddles and stuff like
Ooh,
that.
I like
I
riddles.
wasn't he was pretty good at the letter substitution ones.
Letter
I used
substitution.
to
Okay.
do more the like word riddles where it'd be like
Yeah,
there's 12 people on this side of the river and
exactly.
everybody has to go across in order of height and
Oh,
Susie is this tall and this person's this tall. Um this person's taller than this person, but this
that
person's
sounds
shorter
more
than
like a
this
math
person.
equation. I thought you were going to be
Yeah,
like the
and
one
it
where
would
it's like,
be
I'm black and white and red all over. What am I? Or something like a
no.
newspaper. I don't know. Like,
And you
but
would
yeah.
have to and then it'd be like this person's three people behind this
Oh,
person's
good
in front of
lord.
this person. What order do they go in? And you have to like figure it out.
Oh, that's,
So
yeah.
I yeah,
My brain
it was
checks right out.
pre-access to the internet for the most part. Back when I
But
used
like,
my brain.
yeah, but I'm good at some word puzzles, but not these types that we're talking
Oh,
about.
yeah. I used to do a
If you
bunch of
can
them
call them the
all the
same
time.
thing, yeah. Huh.
Yeah. So I guess if it is that they can't figure it out, there's another popular theory that it's like an entirely new language. Statistically, I guess the distribution of words across those 200 or so pages does match some sort of natural distribution of words that would occur in a real language. Like there
Huh.
is a sort of pattern to it. It doesn't seem to be just like, like even if you couldn't read English, I feel like you could tell a keyboard smash from like somebody typing out words even if you couldn't
Yeah,
read
there's
the
a repetition
words.
and things like that, a
Yeah.
pattern. Yeah,
So that's kind of
exactly.
what they're saying is like that they can recognize there's some sort of like flow to it, but they can't actually like figure out what it says.
Yeah, like it's a language. You just know it's like a language you don't know or whatever.
Yeah.
Huh.
The as I kind of said, the symbols aren't written at random, and in each of the sections, which we'll talk about, there are clusters of words that only appear in that section. So, like in the sections that maybe talk about like astrological signs, it has different characters that maybe don't aren't repeated anywhere else, or like different quote unquote words.
Yeah, because they're
So it's not
specified
like
jargon. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, it's like actually talking about specific things. It's not just like at random or like repeating everything over and over again. And modern handwriting analysis showed that I guess 5 different scribes worked on the original manuscript, and
Oh,
which
that's
yeah, I
interesting.
didn't know that before. So they kind of figured out maybe collectively that those 5 scribes like created their own language amongst the 5 of them, and then that language kind
Oh
of
God.
died with them.
Scribes
Um,
AI.
yeah.
And then, like, how
And
many
then
people do you think, then you said someone, like, had copies sent out and stuff too. It's like, so then they probably had a bunch of his
yeah.
servants transcribe it as well. Yeah. Huh.
Um, and I guess there was a whole craze at the around like 200 years later where like inventing your own language and everything, people just started doing it. I guess it was a whole craze and like
Oh no.
um yeah, but that was like 200 years after they
Right.
dated. Like that would be like in the 1700s they say that craze took off, which sounds crazy to me. We'll need to talk about that at some point. People that just like fucking invent their own
Crazy
language.
craze. Yeah. Is that when we got
Uh
Pig Latin? Yeah, exactly. What the heck?
uh James Cameron in like the Avatar movie is just like, I
I
needed to
was thinking
invent
about people
my
that
own
invent
language and do this
languages.
like
Yeah,
fucking
Tolkien.
dictionary so that
Ugh,
yeah, this
sorry.
whole yeah, so that it's all like repeatable in a dictionary. That's crazy.
I'm gonna
Takes
have
a
to go
certain type of
downstairs and
skill.
explain why I just made so many Lord of the Rings references now. It's gonna be all a tingle.
So physically, the Voynich Manuscript is about the size of like a paperback novel, at 6.2 inches by 8.8 inches. And
Paperback,
although
right?
its language cannot be deciphered, it it appears not to have any sort of table of contents, but it does seem to have like 6 chapters or sections that people generally can agree or identify.
Okay. But no author, no intro, none of those
No.
pages, anything to
Know
indicate
about
who
the
wrote it.
author picture on the back.
Yeah.
And somebody in a smart turtleneck.
Yeah, that page got ripped out.
Yeah. So one of the first sections is like a herbal or botanical section, which comprises nearly half of the manuscript and features detailed drawings of plants, and some of them are realistic and some of them seem to be imaginary. And I think that's one of the first things I ever heard about this, is they're like, some of the plants aren't ours. Like, we can't identify these plants. So
Right, they're
either,
unknown. Okay,
yeah, which I
that's
think is
cool.
interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
One of the other sections is an astrological or cosmological section, which includes intricate diagrams of suns, moons, and stars. But it seems that none of the constellations are recognizable to the ones
Oh
that we
dear.
have. So, yeah.
Ugh. Bizarro world.
Yeah. There's a zodiac section that closely resembles other 15th century texts that I guess also have,
Zodiac.
although the order of the signs is sometimes different.
Okay.
And then one of the strangest chapters, I guess, is the biological section,
Oh.
which they alternatively
Medical.
title the therapeutic bathing section. This is the section
Oh.
that appears to depict human organs populated by naked women bathing in pools of green water. Just to distract you
The
from
human form.
the organs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's
Uh,
the human body.
it says the pools could simply be natural hot springs believed to have healing properties. But again, we can't translate it.
It's like that trender who
There's
was using
a
that quote, "The rain has healing powers."
yeah. Insert that
Yeah.
video or gif of fucking
Is she carrying a plant or something?
Drew
Crystal.
Barrymore going out inside
Oh.
the rain and taking off her glasses and looking up. That
Oh, shit.
1,000
Okay.
times.
I'm not sure.
Oh, I always see it online. I'm like, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
really?
She's just looking up in the rain outside, and she has like glasses on her face,
From a
and then she puts
movie?
them up.
Oh.
I have no idea. I think it's just from like Instagram that she posted or something. Like, Anyway, there's a pharmaceutical section that consists
Oh.
of drawings of cylindrical jars that contain various combinations of herbs and roots. Again, like
Like a
believing this could
medical
be a healing,
manual. Oh.
yeah, like healing or medicinal powers. And then there's this is also one of the only things I remembered about this. I was like, if we have covered it, the only thing I remember is plants that don't exist in the book are like in real life or in the book, and that there's a recipe section that does not contain recipes. That's all I remembered about this whole thing. It's this
Okay.
recipe section is a series of 300 short paragraphs, each with a star-shaped symbol next to them. Since the text is unreadable, it's sometimes called the star section. And that's all it says.
Ooh, that's intriguing.
Yeah.
And
So it's like, ooh,
also
300 stars.
recipe used in the modern sense of meaning like ingredients and like how to make a meal.
Yeah.
Apparently is kind of like, I don't know, but then Claire will say, I'll make you a receipt for it. And she means like drawing up of the herbal, like, here's how you make this tea that'll make your stomach stop aching or whatever. Here's your like headache medicine. It's like, but they'll call them like receipts, even though they're kind of like medicinal recipes, we might call them today. Like
be like just a list. I think a receipt is just a list.
Yeah.
Interesting.
With a bit like pound up the onion and then put it on your eye.
Oh.
No, I don't know.
That would suck.
Well,
I'd
you
cry.
You probably wrap the poultice, it's not directly to. That was a bad example. Yeah. That wants to make you start crying.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Oh. Alrighty then. That was cool. I liked all the details about the manuscripts that I didn't know. I hadn't heard the first one, so.
Yeah, I wish there had been more stuff about like the people that have died. Apparently, like
a little confused about that still.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. But it came up on like every list, so I was like, why do you guys keep talking about when you got like no details about this?
I mean, yeah, sometimes I think they're just trying to make that correlation into causation or something. Or like, so many deaths, curse a ting.
Oh, yeah.
Ting tuts tomb. I can talk. All right.
Can you?
Yeah, we need to take a quick break and I need to stop this recording so it's not too long.
Yeah.
If they are connected every angle of the case of the 6 women found dead across Oregon and Washington in the recent months. Now, while most of these women have been identified, authorities have only been able to determine the cause and manner of death in only one case.
All right, let's get to an update on just a horrible and tragic story from Washington State where 3 young sisters, they were found dead in a remote campground.
Not guilty verdicts for all 3 Tacoma, Washington police officers.
The Pacific Northwest is a geographically diverse region of the U.S. and Canada, characterized by its majestic mountains, dense forests, and rugged coastlines.
But it has also been the home of many who kill. I'm Carmita.
And I'm CJ.
And we are the hosts of Murder in the PNW.
This is Murder in the PNW, a true crime podcast.
That's so stupid.
Sorry. I'm like, I'm just gonna start talking. Kelsey's chewing her cheese. Podcasting's hungry work, and everyone knows it. Every podcast I listen to, they're like, I'm starving.
Yeah.
I did listen to a food podcast like almost all day, but that's okay.
I couldn't listen to anything all day. I would go insane.
No, I did switch it up after a while because it just gets to be where you're like kind of just same 2 people. But you guys love us. That's right.
Listen to us all day long. Nobody else.
Maybe people have binged us. Some days it's like, why did we have so many listens today? We had 1 new episode like last week.
Oh, yeah.
He's binging. And we love you. Okay, so to segue from the Shakespeare mention, we're going to talk about some Shakespeare curses. Sort of.
Ooh, I didn't know there was a whole category. I know about one of them. I didn't know
Yeah,
there was a whole
exactly.
category.
Yeah, exactly. I went to go for the most famous one because, of course, it's called the Scottish play in this curse situation. So that always, I was like, this comes to mind. But yeah, I remember when you said we were like kind of batting around the idea of doing different kind of curses. It was like, oh yeah, like we've done cursed objects, but there's also curses on a lot of like intangible things too. Like,
Yeah.
Cursed songs, cursed plays, cursed media.
Yeah.
Theater superstitions. Also, yeah, I have a few of those in here because there's some fun ones, and like you're like, oh yeah,
yeah,
a lot of lore around theaters and haunted ones. So that was a topic I was like jotting.
Well, because they're so old. Yeah,
most of them.
I don't mind the theater. It
Haunted
really
theater.
depends. I have to really want to see something. To
It's
go
not like it's
because
huge here. It's not like we have freaking Broadway and shit. Like,
I get this weird thing where I don't know, my anxiety gets really, really bad, and it becomes a combination of, oh my god, what if something goes wrong, like on stage, like somebody messes up and stuff, and it triggers my anxiety, even though I have nothing to do with it. And then I will feel like I'm having a panic attack. So I don't like going to. Oh, I can see
different.
I can see like concerts. That doesn't really bug me, but like.
No, we've been to concerts.
I could never go see like improv. I tried it once, couldn't do it.
Nothing like live, hey?
I don't really love live things just because, yeah. Like even like theater, ballet I've done. Yeah. It's some weird thing. And we go to like
much opportunity to go to theater, I feel like, but
the last few things we've done is like dinner theaters, so like you're eating
that's supposed to be
like
fun.
different courses of the meal, but that triggers me too because there's like an interactive thing, and like one time my dad went on stage and another time my dad and my brother went on stage, so like they come over and they're like, hey, you want to come on stage, and I get anxiety about them coming over and trying to get me to go on stage.
Oh no.
So that I was like,
we need to find a fun drag queen show or something where it's like just so light and atmosphere.
I think I could do like drag brunch. That would be fun because it's a little like.
It does sound fun.
I think it's the more casualness of it that might make it easier.
Breakfast is one of my favorite things to do. I feel so like decadent.
I can love a mimosa and like just so good.
It's so funny because it's just like we're recording this on August the 5th, so shout out happy birthday to my mom. Happy birthday, Ginny. When I was texting her earlier, she said that she was taking, because Rain's been staying there, and she was taking her to a high school theater production of something. So I was like, oh, that's fun. Yeah, don't get to do that every day. Just like kind of a coinky dink.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about I was talking about theater stuff. Yeah.
My high school.
I'm glad she's spending some time there. Yeah.
Yeah, my high school, quite a few of my friends were in like the theater groups, so we always had the opportunity to like see the plays, or my friends would give me like tickets to come see it on one of the evening shows.
That's nice.
That I liked because that was like people but
yeah, I suppose that's a different element to it. No, I haven't experienced that particular feeling, but anxiety is shitty.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like weird. It's so annoying, but I was like, I just hate it. I just can't.
I mean, yeah. And if you want to get into more of that, I mean, the diagnose are on Patreon. No.
Yeah, psychoanalyze me.
So
I'm not an optimist.
Yeah, it could be a realist. No, it's not. It might be. We're all mentally unwell. And I've heard people describe OCD as having weird things too, or like almost like intrusive thoughts like that, where you're like, that probably won't happen, but like it won't, right? You know, like you're just kind of like, no, I get it.
Well, I mean, I went to like a theater play that was from it came to my high school, I think it was. And it was either like a college or like one of the high schools before I was in high school, and it was like a Christmas play, but it wasn't like super Christmassy, but like it was related to Christmas, so there was supposed to be a really huge I don't think so. And there was supposed to be a really huge, like 7 or 8 foot tall Christmas tree that had like a staircase that kind of went, and then the tree was supposed to block the one door that was supposed to be like the second floor of their house, like on the stage or whatever. And during the play, the tree fell and it broke, and they had to take it off stage and then do the rest of the play without the tree. So maybe that's why I have anxiety about stuff going on.
That's so
because like part of the rest of the play didn't make sense because there was no tree anymore. But maybe that's the root cause of this anxiety. Is this one time a tree fell?
No, but like I don't know. The one of them on Smartlist is always fixated on. Or no, Sean always wants to ask everybody if there's any weird play like backstage stories, or did anything ever weird happen when you guys were on stage and someone forgot their line, or kicked something off the stage, or did something that it shouldn't do. And then the other one, I want to say Bateman, is always like, do you feel like when you're a celebrity that you have to come backstage and say hello to the people after the show? And I'm always like, why are you asking this? This is not a relatable question. Nobody cares. And they're always literally like, shut up. But then they're always literally like, shut up to each other, because they literally spend half the time interviewing each other and not talking to their person. So
it can
be a little annoying. Just as I'm sure we invited,
who's going to sit in the corner and silently listen to us.
Yeah. If I had no choice to listen to someone be interviewed on their podcast, and we don't have to directly compare, or like Amy Poehler or someone, or like just even single interviewer sometimes is better, as long as they don't fucking focus on themselves too much. Dax Shepard. Anyway,
can't stand him.
Yeah. Oh, I clicked something on my headphones. I don't know what it did. Okay. So this is The Curse, the Scottish play. I feel like I can't. I thought I cut you out. No? Okay, so no, you just didn't say anything. Because these things are sensitive, and when you click them, they like shut off the podcast really easily that you're listening to. So this is The Curse, where you're not allowed to say the name of the play Macbeth when you are in a theater, unless you're actively on the stage performing the play, and you have to be like, Macbeth, blah blah blah. It's the only time you can. Yeah. Otherwise you call it the Scottish play or the Bard's play, or I think I just saw like Macbeth once.
That sounds
very familiar.
Very like 90s. I don't know, like a rapper named Macbeth.
Truly though.
Macbeth. But yeah, I've heard the Scottish play.
Yeah. They do like to shorten those things, the Scots, sometimes. Macbeth. So goes all the way back to the first production in 1606, they think. So we went right around the same time frame.
Yeah.
And apparently that first production, the first time it went on stage, the actor playing Lady Macbeth, and it is actor because, nowadays
it's all men.
Well, I was gonna say nowadays a lot of people will say actor instead of actress anyway, but like, yeah, it was all men. So the actor playing Lady
Men
Macbeth,
dressing as women. Men in
So it's like, I
drag
went to
on
school
stage in the
play it.
public.
Yeah, or like the teachers played all the parts. What?
Yeah.
Oh. So they fell ill or they died suddenly. Some say as suddenly as they were on the stage already, and then Shakespeare had to step in. Yep.
What? Okay.
Yeah, they died like opening night is the way the tale goes. And I also was like, is that also a topic? Because I do hear stories about kind of like on stage deaths and stuff. Sometimes they're kind of mysterious.
Yeah, or like immediately after, like there's people have like a medical episode and then be rushed to like the hospital and then die shortly after. Yeah,
they were literally talking about and that's why we drink the play called Faust or whatever, and they're like, and they go down from the stage and he's supposed to be descending into hell, and then the guy like had a literal heart attack, and I was like, oh well, that is fucking pretty sad, and also just, you know, creepy. So yeah, Shakespeare had to step on in to his own play, I think.
Wow.
After that. Also some theories go that, you know, because witches were so scary then, as we touched on. That like maybe the lines that he gives the three witches in the play were actual spells and actual witchcraft, blah blah blah. So that maybe it was cursed, by a real coven. Cursed by a coven. Our spinoff. Maybe it was revenge. Maybe they used real spells, but like death, bad luck, and violence seem to plague other performances. I did have like the way this paragraph laid it, some of them out. So according to folklore, the play's history of bad luck began with its first performance, circa 1606, when the actor scheduled to portray Lady Macbeth died suddenly and Shakespeare was forced to replace him. In another 17th century production held in Amsterdam, the actor playing King Duncan was allegedly killed in front of a live audience when a real dagger was used in place of the stage prop during the stabbing scene.
Damn.
Yeah, that one's like, I didn't think I'd heard of that. I was like, oh, how very, like, dying on a movie set. Like, there are some stories there, sadly. Likewise, actor Harold Norman, who reportedly did not believe in superstition, that just seems like rubbing salt in the wound, died after his stage battle became a little too realistic when playing Macbeth in 1747. So I guess just of injuries sustained. Then it said productions of the play have also been in the center of raucous audience riots, including one in 1721 at Lincoln's Inn Fields Theatre, and another in 1772 at Covent Garden. In 1849, a long-standing rivalry between fans of British actor William Charles Macready and American Edwin Forrest turned violent during a production at New York's Astor Place Opera House, this leaving 22 dead and more than 100 injured.
It's like a sports riot between rival teams, but it's rival actors in a Shakespeare play.
Had you heard of that one? I think I might have heard of that one where it's like a fucking theater riot. You're like, theater kids, they could never. Like,
maybe not, but I think I'd heard about like participation turning wrong, or like the whole like throwing tomatoes, throwing rotten produce kind of thing. So I was like, I can see a riot. That doesn't sound
right. Rotten tomatoes, or like we talked about on the Vanishing. I'm gonna put myself in a bottle.
And it's like, we're gonna burn this building down. You suck.
Yeah, let's start a riot. There was other accidents, like actors falling off stage.
Oh, yeah. That's
And
pretty
then
typical.
Yeah. I don't know, it just sounds funny. And I think I might have more details on how that happened that I found later as I was looking. Where were my sources? Oh, those are more details. But there was like a famous sort of near fatal miss of an accident when a falling stage weight almost killed Laurence Olivier by bonking him on the head. If it had hit him, probably would have killed him. I was like, oh, I've heard of him.
Yeah.
Critic Percy Hammond gave a bad review of Orson Welles' Voodoo Macbeth and then died within a couple of weeks.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I've never even heard of that. Voodoo Macbeth.
Yeah, I wonder if that was just what he called it in his article. I'm not too sure, but oh yeah, this was listing other things like the Laurence Olivier. It was a 25-pound stage weight that missed him by inches.
Yeah. That would suck.
Like, yeah, or like Harrison Ford got hit with something on stage too, I feel like, and he just kept on trucking. Actors. John, I don't know how to pronounce it. Gielgud? There's 2 G's, and I don't know how to pronounce either of them. Gielgud? John Gielgud's production suffered 3 deaths in the cast and the suicide of the costume and set designer. That was pretty sad.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a substantial number of cast members in one production.
A little bit troubling, yeah, that many.
When your normal death count would be 0.
You would hope. Good Lord. Yeah. And 2 suicides. Yeah, that's a rough
Or
one.
It just was so toxic and everything. It was like, Jesus.
Yeah, I honestly forgot what that bullet point said, and I'm so sorry I spent so much time making fun of his name and trying to pronounce it. But yeah, that's pretty rough. It's like, some of them do remind me of like the ones where they're like curse movies, like I want to say Poltergeist, and then they're like the young actor died, and you're like, but that was also just like really tragic luck that she had like a septicemia or something. Like sometimes shit just happens to good people.
Yeah.
But there's some interesting ones to make the list. Oh yes, this one I think we mentioned. Harold Norman stabbed in a sword fight. That was supposed to be a fake one. This was the expansion. Lady Macbeth at Stratford played the sleepwalking scene with her eyes closed and walked right off the stage, falling 15 feet. So I think that was the actors falling off stage. At least one of them. I was like, oh no.
Oh my god.
That reminds me of when someone spun off the stage blindfold or eyes closed on Taskmaster. Jessica Knappett, if anyone's interested. So then the famous Charlton Heston suffered severe burns in his groin and leg area from tights that were accidentally soaked in kerosene, which I'd never heard about. I know. It's like what kept happening to the poor Undertaker and the pyrotechnics. He got like burned a couple times on stage.
I heard also there's a thing about itching powder. Like they used to put itching powder in people's tights and stuff.
Oh my god, as a terrible prank?
Yeah, I can't really remember why.
That's awful. So to cap it all out, it's a few more. The St. Paul, Minnesota Macbeth dropped dead of heart failure during the first scene of Act 3.
Damn.
Forgot about that. The 1988 Broadway production went through 3 directors, 5 Macduffs, 6 cast changes, 6 stage managers, 2 set designers, 2 lighting designers, 26 bouts of flu, torn ligaments, and groin injuries.
Damn.
Now it's the end of the list. The lists I could find. Yeah. Oh my goodness. But like Broadway shows are hard. It's one of those where like
Yes.
the longer something's running, like and
The
same
more
with some of these
likely.
superstitions.
It would be like, how long was it running? Oh, like 3.5 years. It's like, oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
300 people died, yeah.
Yeah, but it depends, like, how many shows. Because sometimes they're doing, like, 5...
6, 7 a week? Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. A few of them will have, like, matinees and everything. It can be crazy, like, if you...
Yeah.
Like, had to do all that.
Yeah, I feel like you maybe get, like, 2 days off, and they're, like, do 2 on Saturday or something. Because I know Sean Hayes has talked about the grueling schedule a bit. Not, like, bringing it up, but people were like, oh, you were so great in that. And he's like, yeah, it is tiring, though. Yeah. So there is a way to reverse this curse if you should let slip the bad word on stage or whatever in the theater. It says simply exit the theater, spin around 3 times, spit over your left shoulder, and either recite a line from Shakespeare or unleash a profanity. Which
would love a profanity.
Oh my fuck. I almost included another page of, if you look up Shakespeare curses, it's just like all the times they've had real fancy profanity in the plays and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's just like old-timey cursing. This is fun.
People don't realize that nowadays people like Shakespeare's like on this pedestal of like, oh, it's like high tier literature or like plays and stuff, but at the time it was like the working class and poor people that were going to see these plays. And it's got a lot of like inappropriate humor and insults and hilarious things if you actually like take the time to read anything other than fucking Romeo and Juliet. But even Romeo and Juliet has a few things like the it just like, oh, if you actually like read it or read the ones where like they have like the more layman's terms of like what each page kind of says as you follow along, it's actually hilarious. Like there's like your mama jokes in there. There's like jokes.
I love when I come across
so
like it's like a classical musician who has like a song about asses or something. I'm like, why is Mozart talking about licking asses? This stuff amuses me to no end.
Yep.
They were so dirty.
Yeah.
What were you saying? Sorry.
No, I don't.
It's just some other theater superstitions that I thought were interesting. No whistling in the theater, which was bad luck going back basically as long as Shakespeare times. Since when they employed like sailors backstage, they're really good at rigging and ropes and all that kind of agile stuff. But they would use whistling as their like cues and communication. So you didn't want to whistle at the wrong time, lest you cue a piece of scenery to fall at your head. Like Olivier. Yeah. So that one came from like a practical reason. Never say good luck before a show. Break a leg. Yeah. Yeah, we've all heard this probably, but it seems to go back to Elizabethan England. I guess that's Elizabeth I's times. The famous virgin. Nope, Kelsey's checked out. Just kidding.
I can't keep track of anybody.
No, I know. Well, we know it's not the Elizabeth that just died. She was the second one. Anyway, so coins might be tossed at the end of the show, and then the actors who bent down to pick them up were said to have sort of broken the straight, clean line of their legs. And so some people say it's due to that, where the saying comes from. Yeah, I don't love it, though. This other one. I think is better. Says some of the backstage theatrical masking sort of curtains covering some of the back wall, etc. On the sides of the stage was like they were called legs. So if you were in like a vaudeville show or something that had multiple acts and your act got on the stage, you're like, oh, I'm on SNL and my thing made it to the thing. Then you got to walk past the curtains, thus breaking the view of the leg, and you made your money because you got out onto the stage.
Okay.
So like that kind of makes sense. I mean, I've heard different origins for certain things,
Never
like why
heard
they
that
call it
before.
a shock glass. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, the ghost light is something they sometimes are known to turn on in a theater after each show during the nighttime, either for the spirits to keep at bay or to hold their own show, or it just helps people keep from tripping over things in the dark. So it's probably practical as well.
Yeah.
I know, I was like, that's still funny though. The other one was called, and it is not as nice of a word nowadays. I think it's sort of a slur. The gypsy robe, it was called. So I don't think, but the Roman robe, maybe we'll call it. This was a Broadway tradition where a new one was made each season to kick off the start of the show. Then it was given to the chorus member who had the most Broadway chorus credits on opening night. So I guess the person kind of, been there the longest had the most seniority. The ceremony would include the last gypsy Roman robe. Hi, Fenrir. And the whole crew, plus an Actors Equity Association member, would gather round, and the new recruit dons the robe, walks 3 times around the circle of cast and crew, and everyone touches it for luck. Then they visit the dressing room to bless the show, and that year's gypsy adds a unique souvenir to the robe from the show, and all the cast signs it. Excuse me.
Huh. Never
It's
heard
an
of
interesting
that.
tradition. Yeah. Apparently 3 of them are on display at the Lincoln Center Library for the Performing Arts. Another library. And 2 at the Smithsonian. Yeah. We're really shouting out all the libraries and museums on this one.
Yeah.
I love it. Support your local library. Some other superstition was just simply that a bad dress rehearsal equals a smash opening night, and it's sort of an old wives' tale that no one really knows the origin of.
Oh, I've heard of that one.
Really? It just seems like people were like, maybe people were just clinging to their last hope that the show would go on. I'd never heard that though. I don't know.
Yeah. Sounds familiar.
They also said blue was unlucky on stage back in the day, but that stems from like blue dye being very expensive at the time, so that makes sense too. Kind of like how like royal or purple,
like purple.
Yeah, it's a royal color because it was pricey. Never light a trio of candles, which seem to stem from practical reasons a bit, as it's a hazard. And Shakespeare's Globe Theatre's thatched roof burned to the ground after a cannon was fired during a Henry VIII show. Who thought that through?
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, and they also say that the person standing next to the shortest candle dies first. So that's cheery.
Oh. Weird.
Right? Just get the candles out of there. Yeah, they're like talking about that on the, I don't know, watch along pods, like for The Office or whatever. They'd be like, oh yeah, health and safety gets all up in arms if there's a candle on set. Fire on set! But this is a weird one too. Never have a peacock feather on stage, which seems to come from a superstition that the pattern resembles the evil eye. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I thought that was to ward off evil, though.
That's true. Yeah, because they have like a blue eye. Ugh, whatever. Yeah. No mirrors on stage. They're bad luck, not because of breaking or being portals to hell, but due to the light they reflect. You don't want to blind anybody. I'm like, you'll relate to mirrors breaking. That's just expensive, really. Anyway.
Yeah.
Never give a performer flowers prior to a show. It may bring bad luck before the performance by jinxing it. I like this. Instead, wait and give them a graveyard bouquet. Traditionally, to the director, you would, as an actor, go steal it from the cemetery to honor the death of the production. And probably because you're poor and broke.
That's weird.
Yes! I just love it. I'm like, graveyard bouquet.
Why are we robbing from dead people all the time?
Yes.
And, like hundreds of years
we'll get
ago.
to the grave robbing here in a second, although that's mostly it for the theater stuff. Because if all else should fail you, you blame the bad luck on Thespis, or rather his ancient Greek ghost, as he was the first thespian to step out of a chorus and play an actual character. Thus, he is the father of all thespians. So every theater can claim him as a ghost. Yeah, I was like, that's where that word comes from?
What an annoying word.
Thespian.
Yeah.
My moms are lesbians. Sorry.
Gordo's blocking the mic. Oh, you just drooled.
He is a natural thespian, let me tell you. He would like to take center stage at all times.
Hi, baby. Hi, my baby boy.
I think my dog pushed open the door. Otherwise, I just have a very gentle ghost that opened the door a crack. Okay. So there, as I looked that one up, there came up one other Shakespeare curse that was about his grave. So when he died, sorry. I know, I hadn't heard about this one. I'd never heard about another one. He was buried in the Church of the Holy Trinity in Stratford-upon-Avon. I think we have one of those in Ontario. But worried about grave robbers or other vandals, he requested this written onto his gravestone. So it has this epithet, or whatever you call it. Good friend, for Jesus' sake, forbear to dig the dust enclosed here. Blessed be the man that spares these stones, and cursed be that he that moves my bones. Don't give him a boner. And no one had really disturbed it. Even up until 2008, construction workers were doing repairs and they gave it a wide berth. But yeah, we'll get to it. So it is disputed when he died because he was born on the 26th of April, 1564. And some say like died on the 23rd of April, 1666. But also some say that he died on the 26th, which would have been his birthday. I'm like, I don't know. Records, right? It was a long time ago. And he might have been sick for a while. There is a little bit more, but not much. Apparently he had an odd sort of detail where he had written a will within a month of dying, and he had stated that he was in perfect health. Which is, I don't know. Did you have to write that? Or do you have a gun to your head?
Maybe it's like I of sound mind and body.
Yes.
Do
right
whatever.
This.
Do here declare.
Exactly. I give Kelsey all my money. You heard it here first. Oh, my debt's more like no, but the vicar.
No.
The vicar. No, she's like, I don't want to marry you. The vicar of Stratford provided a clue when he wrote, Shakespeare, Drayton, and Ben Jonson had a merry meeting, and it seems drank too hard, for Shakespeare died of a fever there contacted. So perhaps he got sick and then like perished 3 days later. It seems he had a real fun night with these two other guys, but maybe they got him sick. I don't know. I've never heard.
Poisoned him.
He didn't die of a hangover 3 days later. What?
Yeah. Dehydrated.
Yeah, I mean, they're rough in your 30s, but or however. Another writer said, "We wondered, Shakespeare, that though Wencesist, it's like Wenced, but then apostrophe another st." So I was like, "What? How to pronounce that, girl?" Wencesist. And it so soon from the world's stage to the grave's tiring room. Gordo.
I'm distracted
As
by
we
Gordo.
know.
He's being so cute.
And he's on the world.
You can't
stage.
hear him.
Well, all the world's a stage. Oh no, he's being picked up on the mic right now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys can hear him. He's such a sweet boy.
If I could hear the purrs.
Yeah.
He is. So yeah, this was just weird. I didn't put any pictures up, but there is you can look up his headstone.
You didn't find pictures of Shakespeare plays from 1560s?
There's like two. No, but the one article is like this is one of two known portraits of him, and it's like the one where it's like, you know, he's like bald on top and he's got kind of that weird
the frilly cut. White collar.
Yeah, it might have been that one, or one where he's not wearing the rough thing. But he's got like a hoop earring, which to me, I don't know why, it's just so like, yeah, he's gonna rap about asses. Like, he's just so. Well, I had to show that I was cool. Couldn't get a tattoo. So at first it was weird because they're like, his name is not really, it's not printed on his headstone. Cryptic. Ooh. But like, he was also so concerned about people breaking in to his grave.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. Is that because of that? Also unclear why family members buried next to him do have all their names engraved. But after
he was hoping people wouldn't be smart.
Yeah.
Like,
who could this
is my whole family, but who is this?
With
this
Jesus
warning.
Rob. Sorry, that's a song. Eventually, or within a couple years of his death, by 1623. Jesus. That was just a piece of my microphone. It's fine. They erected a half effigy of the bard. So it's like his like top half, almost like a bust or something, but then it's painted.
Oh.
And he's there with his hair and his lips are parted. And I was like, oh, I kind of wanted to. I should put a picture up of that on social media. He just looks kind of like weirdly surprised. The grave was a little short. It was less than 1 meter. Don't at me. I also am not. I don't know what meters are. It's a yardstick. It was smaller than his wife Anne Hathaway's grave, even. So what's up with that?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Oh, really?
Whole conspiracy about him possibly not actually being buried there because of the grave length. Yeah.
And because he didn't want people to look into it, they really didn't bother him or whatever. Until 2016. So basically he's not even buried in, like, they said he wasn't in a coffin. Him and his family members more just in like a shroud, a winding cloth, just
kind of
that cloth thing. And when they scanned it with whatever x-ray or whatever, his skull either appeared to be missing or was like never there to begin with. So that might have been part of the conspiracy or the mystery.
He's a head somewhere in Disneyland beside Disney. Beside Walt Disney.
Yes, or with Rasputin's penis. Oh, is that who they thought had his penis? Yeah, I think so. Also bony parts. Mysterious missing penises, our next Patreon episode. Mystery bony parts. Yeah, but they looked like the grave had been tampered with. When they investigated further, like research-wise, they looked into it and found that an article written in an Argosy magazine in 1879 sort of had a story to back it up. And as the story goes, a man called Frank Chambers and his merry men broke into the grave to steal the skull to sell it to a collector for like 300 guineas, which was probably a lot.
So they could reenact Hamlet.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. To be or not to be, I didn't even think of that. You got me,
With
girl.
Shakespeare's original skull.
I think they even mentioned it in an article, and I was like, whatever. But you're right, the skull.
Yeah. I mean, I would.
Follow up. Yeah.
They could have a skull. They could have a skull in a real Hamlet production. They have.
Could be his.
They have real skeletons in some movies sometimes.
Oh.
Like apparently, Rocky Horror Picture Show has
cursed movies. Yeah.
Yeah, the skeleton that's like inside of the clock or whatever in Rocky Horror Picture Show apparently was a real skeleton. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I heard about it for like The Omen. I think it was the other one where they're like, oh yeah, they use a real skeleton.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
Yeah. So sorry, my last bullet point was that they tried to investigate the follow-up to that tale said excuse me. They said that Frank panicked and then hid the skull in a St. Leonard's church in Bewley, I don't know how to say it. And the so-called Bewley skull was examined and determined to probably be that of a 70-year-old woman. So it probably has no merit that it's his skull, but it is a mystery. I love a mystery.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all I got. We did it.
Damn. Cool. I like curses.
I know. Theaters, man. They're so creepy and full of lore and history.
Yeah.
And cats. Nope.
Yeah.
Just the Cats production.
Yeah. Oh, I could not. No, thank you.
What? You don't like the Jabunkly cats, or what are they called?
They're so creepy. I don't want to see people cats.
Right? Even after they edited out their CGI assholes or whatever. I heard from the movie.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't love movies with a lot of CGI. I think they lost a lot of whimsy and stuff when like a lot of physical practical effects started going away.
Good. Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, and the live action Disney ones, I'm like, oh, why? Are we still doing that?
Yeah, I don't need remakes of animated movies. I could care less.
Who's asking for it?
Especially if you're like gonna change the story a bunch or
yeah.
Or do a shot for shot remake where it's like no different at all. It's like, what's the point? Both suck. Come up with an original idea, please.
Like we were in the theater watching the new Spider-Man, which was good. But then it's like the ad and one of them's for like the fucking Moana.
Yeah.
Why? Who is asking for that? Does anyone want to see The Rock with hair anymore? No, it creeps me out. He's Uncanny Valley when he's got fake hair. I don't need to go back and watch him in The Mummy. That was a weird one. But you should watch the one I was telling you about, The New Mummy by Lee Cronin, because that was a creepy take on a mummy movie.
Oh. Yeah.
Because it was their daughter that was found in a mummy coffin that went missing. It was creepy. So yeah. Happy birthday, Mom. Happy birthday, Leos.
Have a haunted birthday, a cursed birthday.
Yeah.
Gordo ran away.
Babes. That's all I got.
I don't think we have our next episode topic.
Curses. Oh no, probably
picked
not.
Out, so
We're kind of
It'll be
on
a
the struggle bus
surprise.
lately. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We still have to record the second half of the
Same.
Patreon because that one kind of went long. So and we know what that one is.
Yeah.
Because I'm covering the Grim Sleeper. Ooh, yeah. But yeah, we'll be back next time for, I guess it's a true crime episode. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. We'll catch you next time.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Like, I'm too tired.
I know. I was like, I got nothing. Thank you for listening to Castles and Cryptids. We love all our listeners and appreciate every subscriber, every new review, every listen, rate, and download. Our music is by Kobe Off Air, and our cover art is by Antonio Garcia. We are also a proud member of Darkcast Network, where you can find the best and spookiest of all indie podcasts. Follow us on social media, where we are at Castles and Cryptids on mostly all of the things, now including TikTok. Check out our bonus content on Patreon. Cryptid clashes, video minisodes of your hosts making asses of themselves, Ask Me Anything, quizzes, other special episodes, and more. Starting at just $2 a month, you can get 1 to 2 extra episodes, depending on your level. We produce, edit, and research everything ourselves, and any support you can lend helps us to keep it cryptic.